with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Two teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just one.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 11 on the
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb.
Nick Chubb on
some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 3rd down, McPherson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
The Browns.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, McPherson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 33. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
At the Bengals' 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. McPherson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
McPherson's pass.
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Round 6. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing on first down. McPherson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McPherson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw. McPherson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Ross on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had this to make some changes.
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. McPherson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play you would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Hopkins on the stop. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Off the bootleg. McPherson. He completes it to Bryant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
A gain of 15.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
Chubb. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Chubb on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd down. McPherson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun. McPherson. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is fielded at the 27. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after this field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off play action. McPherson. eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd.
It's 3rd down.
Back to throw. McPherson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 17. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the back spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score. Bengals 14. Browns nothing. Eddie Pinheiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
82.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score. Bengals 14. Browns 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
At the 45-yard line.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way...
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 12-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McPherson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. On 1st down. It's Hunt, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
The Cleveland ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On the carry, it's Chubb. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, McPherson. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
1st and 10.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They've got his man complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, fighting off the defender. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, McPherson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McPherson, he'll let it go deep. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 33.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, McPherson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And the Browns
gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Burrow to throw on second down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 43.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
56. Right there. 56. Watch the curl. Check 24. Watch the safety creep.
They go play action with Burrow. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Wild Bill.
Now Joe Mixon. Able to push his way through. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Mixon on the toss right. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McPherson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
McPherson.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. McPherson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
11 yards there, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Now Chubb. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Bengals 28, Browns 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 26-yard line.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it in his coaching staff.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Check three. Shit.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Burrow will throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Burrow on play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. On 1st down, McPherson. His throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and 2, McPherson got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Complete.
A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game.
Is good.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Intended receiver there was Donald Parham, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down, Cleveland.
From the gun, McPherson. That one is caught by Hunt. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Complete.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still with the ball, they have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Play action. It's Burrow. On the crossing route, complete. That's Ross. And they will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Bengals 46, Browns 32.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together trouble. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now Hunt. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up fourth down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
3 and out. Fourth down.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. And they take a knee. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And they'll indeed take a knee. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And they take a knee. Second and 11.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. He's needed. 4th down. He's needed. Check 31. Check 31. Like you sound for it? Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Out of here like I ain't that savage.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they do finish things out with a victory here in the final week, but the victories were few and far between as they'll end the year 5-11. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.